Good afternoon, I'm Sergeant First Class King and this is Sergeant First Class Babbitt. Today what he's going to be demonstrating for you is how to put the MBITR radio into operation, how to load 3 frequencies, which later on you would then use one of those frequencies to call high or conduct a radio check.
All right, Rangers, when you come up on test day, what you're going to have in front of you is what I currently have out in front of me. It's the MBITR radio, the battery, the antenna, and a hand mic, as well as a piece of paper that's going to give you the directions as to how and which frequencies you need to load into your MBITR to be able to call higher. All right, so there's no real sequential order on how to put the MBITR together and put it into operation. It's really just outcome based. You're either going to be able to send that radio transmission or you're not, okay? So what I like to do, and this is just a method that I like personally, is I like to start with the radio and attaching the radio and the MBITR battery. So on the bottom of the MBITR radio, there's notches here, these metal notches, and they go right between the notches at the top of the MBITR battery, okay? So what I like to do is I simply like to put it in sideways and then turn it just slightly. And when you hear this metallic click, you know that the battery and radio are seated together properly. At this time, what I like to do is I like to turn the radio on. What that's gonna do is gonna bring up this screen which says testing. All right, now it's gonna take about 30 seconds for this radio to test. So the reason I say to turn the battery on now is while it's testing, you can continue to put your radio together. All right, might save you some time on the back end. Putting the antenna on is pretty easy. It just screws on, very self-explanatory. All right, make sure it's nice and tight. Next thing you're gonna do, and this might be one of the more complicated things, is putting the hand mic onto the radio itself. All right, so on the male end at the top of the MBITR, you'll see that the hand mic connection has these notches in it. All right, it's on both sides. Inside the female portion are little divots that will line up to these notches. All right, so you're gonna just put it on to the top, okay? And then you're just gonna turn it ever so slightly until those notches, you can feel those. And then once you get it in there, you're gonna put downward pressure and then turn it clockwise. Once you've done that, you'll give it a little tug to ensure that it's seated on there properly. Now that my radio is fully put together, we can start to program it. As you can see, my radio has finished testing. All right, so the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start loading the channel. My paper here says channel 1, frequency 81000, single channel, plain text, power 5 watts. All right, so what I'm gonna need to do now is program this radio. To be able to do that, I'm gonna hold both the Alt and Mode keys at the same time, which will bring me to this screen. All right, you're gonna hit enter on program. You'll hit enter again for channel. Currently it's on channel 6. I want channel 1. So I'm gonna hit enter and I'm gonna manipulate that setting utilizing the arrow keys. And they can go up or down, but I want channel 1, so we're gonna go down. Once I get the proper channel that I want, I'm gonna hit enter again. All right, now my channel is set. Currently it's on secure. I want single channel or plain. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit enter, up or down on the arrow keys, brings me to plain, enter again. Now I need my power at 5 watts. It's already there, but I'll show you how we can get through that. So again, you just manipulate that utilizing the arrow keys. So now we're at 3 watts, 1 watt. All right, we want 5, so you can go up or down with the arrow keys. And once you get the setting that you want, you just simply hit enter. So now that I have single channel plain text, power high, I just need to go to my frequency. Currently it's on 67500. What I want is 8100, all right? So I'm gonna hit enter. Now to manipulate this to go right or left on the frequency, you're gonna need to hold the Alt key. So I'm gonna hit Alt. Up is gonna take you right and down is gonna take you left. So Alt, I'm gonna hit up, that takes me right. All right, so I want 8 here. Now I'm gonna release the Alt key, I'm gonna hit up to get me to 8. Next, I need the next number to be a 1. It's currently a 7. So I hit the Alt key and I moved it over to that 7. Now I'm gonna release the Alt key, go down to 1. Now that it's on the proper setting. I'm going to hit Alt again, move to the next number. All right, that's on 5. I need it to be a 0. So I release the Alt key and just manipulate it utilizing the up or down arrows. Now I have the proper frequency. All right, enter. And now that I have everything I need, so currently I have channel 1, frequency 81000, single channel plain text, and power is at 5 watts. So now I'm just gonna hit escape, escape, all the way to this portion. Bravo 2-1, this is Bravo 1-1, radio check over. And then once you receive the radio check from higher, you know that you're good.